This machine can kill a player in max armor with over 50 hearts in just over 1 second. That might seem like total overkill, but in 7 days, all rules on the server will be removed, meaning players can have unlimited hearts, illegal weapons, and hacked clients. Okay, maybe not hacked clients, but you get the idea. But I only have 7 days before the purge begins, so I need to build a creeper farm pronto. The way this machine works is by dispensing hundreds of arrows onto a moving block and then lighting hundreds of TNT to launch those arrows. The damage an arrow does is actually determined by its velocity, so using lots of TNT means those arrows will do insane damage. But although this machine is super powerful, it is so expensive. One shot takes enough TNT to level an entire city. Lucky for me, I now had access to a nuclear arsenal. However, there was still one issue. With the current design, I would need my enemy to stand almost completely still, which would be nigh impossible. That is, if I didn't have a trick up my sleeve. Somehow, my teammate Silvasaur came into possession of 128 barriers. Most likely by seducing someone with admin commands. Silvasaur has just given me the barriers. We've got 2 stacks of them. We gotta make them count. If I could get a player into a barrier box right in front of my weapon, they would be powerless to escape. So I quickly finalized the design for the trap and then started gathering up all the materials. Just realized I need 258 dispensers for this build, which means I have to craft 258 bows. This might be the worst thing I've ever done. We just need 207 more. I'm going to cry. Once I start building this thing, there's no going back. Let's do this. Progress on the trap was good, but the day of the purge had arrived and I still had several things to finish. Luckily, the purge would last 3 days, so I still had plenty of time to get everything ready. However, there was one tiny detail that the owner of Ixios didn't mention until now. Once the purge started, the world border would shrink until it was 100 by 100 at the end of the purge. I built the trap 4,000 blocks out, meaning if I don't use it on someone in time, it's going to be completely consumed by the border. Upon hearing this news, I immediately did the calculations, and I figured that I would have approximately 31 hours before the border arrived at my location, which should still give me enough time. Hopefully. Now at this point you're probably wondering, who could have so many hearts that an insta-kill machine would be my only chance at killing them? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Zolister. For the past few months, Zolister has been my ally, fighting alongside me in several battles, but recently he's, for the lack of a better term, gone completely insane. He completely destroyed his team's base for seemingly no reason, farmed his teammate 18 times, and is now mercilessly killing every player in his path on his conquest for chaos. He even forgot to subscribe. To top things off, he has now come into possession of nearly infinite hearts, making him almost unkillable. Almost. But if I'm going to lure an almost immortal player into my trap, I will need a flawless plan. Lucky for me, I know Zolister's weakness, his overconfidence. You see, Zolister believes he is invincible, and why wouldn't he? He basically can't die. On top of that, I can use Zolister's desire for chaos and bloodshed to my advantage, so I waited for the opportune moment to offer Zolister my aid when he was low on resources. I have a full set of maxed out armor for you and a stack of XP bottles.
Let's go.
Now that I had his trust, I fabricated a story to get him on my side. I'm working on a plan, right? Okay. It's basically a machine that can create massive craters pretty much anywhere I want, as long as I move it around. It's like a flying machine type thing. I kind of want you to help me use this whenever I set it off.
Yeah, for sure.
Just a friendly reminder that this player is quite literally immortal. If he doesn't believe my lies and sees right through my facade, I am as good as dead.
I want to show you something. Here you go. Take a few stacks.
Thank you. Oh gosh. I will DM you later today when the machine's ready and we're gonna use
a good trade. See you, man.
Good trade. See ya. Oh my gosh. He totally bought it. Yes, he totally bought it. Not only did Zolister believe my lie, he willingly gave me 8 stacks of hearts. That's 5 times as much health as the Inner Dragon. Oh my gosh. One player shouldn't have this much power. Optimistic that my plans were working so far, I got to work finishing the weapon. And we're done. Both machines fully constructed and ready for their first victim. Although the weapon was finished, however, I couldn't start cyberbullying people with it just yet. Trapping an unkillable player is a rather meticulous task, so I would need the perfect plan to successfully pull this off. I would lead Zolister to a hole that at first glance appears to be positioned above my base, but after jumping down, he'll realize that it's not my base at all, but rather a decoy with 2 massive contraptions on either side. Silvasaur would then pull a stasis chamber so I could escape the barrier box, and then the weapon would shoot Zolister till he broke, whether that be his armor or his resolve. With a foolproof plan, I DM'd Zolister to come see my machine, to which he responded with, "Ahaha, I'm dead. I'm trapped in the void." What? So yeah, Zolister got cocky, which led to his demise in the void where he was unable to die due to the sheer amount of hearts he had, essentially trapping him in an inescapable prison. I was starting to lose hope because the very person I built the trap for was now out of the picture, meaning if I couldn't find someone else to use it on, all of this will be for nothing. But then I realized something. You remember when I mentioned Zolister grieving his team's base and farming his teammate to the brink of death? That teammate was Caprilix, who I already have an unsteady pass with. I thought the two had broken ties after their conflict, but upon further investigation, I learned that Caprilix was the one who supplied Zolister with thousands of hearts for whatever reason, allowing him to inflict so much pain and blood bloodshed upon the server. However, one chat message wasn't enough to justify what I was going to do, so I DM'd him to be sure. caught in 4K. Literally, the first thing he suggests is a rescue mission to save Zollister. This cemented Coprolix as the next target in my mind, so I called him up and initiated the plan.
Corridor, my friend. I'm about to go to the Corridor base. Corridor, walk me through the game plan.
So I'm gonna take you to my base. We'll get everything ready. I've got like TNT there and stuff, and then I'm gonna take you to where I have this machine that I'm constructing. Oh, you weren't supposed to jump down there. Here, I'll drop you some pearls. This was a mistake. I was supposed to drop 1 ender pearl to Coprolix, but I accidentally gave him 6. Ender pearls are the only possible way someone can escape the trap, through the hole the arrows enter the barrier box. I just had to hope now that Coprolix would be too distracted to realize this. Right. It's down this hole right here.
Oh, yay. Oh.
So, Coprolix, we need to have a talk.
Yeah, I think we do.
Are you frozen? The server just the server
no,
just timed out. That's great.
out.
At the worst possible time, the server decided to crash. Somehow the stars aligned, however, and I managed to steal the barrier box just before we got kicked. So Coprolix had no choice but to log back on and face me when the server came back up. Oh, it's back up. All right, we're back. As I was saying, Coprolix, I don't know if you could tell, but this is not actually my base. To be honest, this was not for you. This was for your quote-unquote friend, Zollister. I wanted to kill him with this machine, but he kind of died of his own accord. Coprolix, I found out that you are the one who has allowed him to cause so much suffering. This isn't the most personal thing in the world, but someone has to pay, and Zollister already has, so there's only one person left to pay the price. I am truly sorry. It's not one. It's not
I think. Oh, okay. All right.
Things were already going wrong. One of the machines somehow malfunctioned and blew up, meaning I only had half my original firepower to kill Coprolix. My only hope now was for the machine to break Coprolix's armor, leaving him defenseless. Not to worry. That doesn't matter.
Wow. You know, Corridor, I think you've forgotten one vital part of this plan of yours. I think you forgot about how many hearts I'm on.
It doesn't really matter because I can do this all day. And I'm going to sit here for as long as it takes. Shot after shot after shot. As my resources depleted, Coprolix just wouldn't die. I realized that I would have to make a tough decision, so I gave Coprolix my ultimatum. Alright, Coprolix, I'm gonna give you 2 options. Either you can remain in there forever, or I let you out and you die.
Why don't you say we settle this out in a normal 1v1? A fair 1v1. None of your teammates can intervene.
You know what? That's fair. Now that you've been so weakened by my machine, let's finish this.
Let's finish this, Corridor. Come on, Corridor.
Oh my gosh, it's so laggy. Your thorns are so annoying. Oh, you're not getting away that easily. You can't get away. There's nothing you can do.
I can't.
You're not getting away.
Let's go. I might need that. And then we jump. We go. Dude, the one flaw in your plan.
You don't have anything, Coprolix. You can't get away.
Catch me then, Corridor. I don't like this.
I love it. I'm loving it, Coprolix. 100 heart duel. Here we go. Oh, your helmet broke.
I'm getting flashbacks to a certain fight. Corridor, I hope you remember this duel.
Your totem is already done. You're already done.
I want you to remember this.
Coprolix, I want to preference this by... Oh, I'm getting attacked. I'm getting attacked, bro. I'm getting attacked by Sign.
Yes.
Wait, did you send me Did you send them my cords? Wait, that's actually hilarious.
Just in time.
That's actually hilarious, bro.
Oh my god, just in time as well. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh, you failed, Coprolix. Clearly, I had underestimated Coprolix because while he was trapped inside the machine, he messaged Sign my coordinates in hopes that he would attack me. Luckily, I managed to kill Coprolix and escape just in time, but I couldn't stop thinking about what I had just done. My original plan had been to bring justice to a chaotic world by defeating tyrants, but although I felt justified in what I'd done to Coprolix, I couldn't help but wonder if I had become the very thing I set off to destroy. I thought killing him would make me feel better about myself and give me a sense of purpose, but afterwards, I only felt empty, like I had made a huge mistake. But there was no time to dwell on my decision now because my remaining teammates were meeting with Sign at spawn to have one final battle to decide the fate of the server. I was nervous because my teammates had discovered that Sign had found a way to dupe items during the purge, meaning he could have hundreds of hearts, ink crystals, and other gear to wear down our resources. So we set our spawn at height limit so we could re-gear if anyone died and then headed off to battle.
3, 2, 1, go!
Go!
Oh my god! Yeah, baby! Oh,
I hit the emoji!
Oh, they're fighting. Guys, get out of the way. Okay. Stand on slow, Barney. Stand on slow.
I I pop sign. Yo, get over here.
It seemed like our team was unstoppable. However, just when we thought Sign was out of options, the tide began to shift.
Sign, do you want me to join your team?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Lunar betrayed us, even after being given several stacks of hearts and gear. This turned what should have been a 5v2 into a 4v3, completely shifting the balance of power. The war wasn't over yet.
Don't even care right now. I just want blood.
Oh, I see them. I see them. Oh, Lunar is not with us. Lunar is not with us.
I told you guys not to trust Lunar, man. What? What? Oh, Crystal.
I pop sign. I pop sign.
His bottom's breaking! Get him! Get him! He's so low!
Oh, you guys are
No,
dead.
I don't have
You
him.
guys are dead.
It's a massacre.
Lunar's armor's breaking. Their armor's breaking.
Who's that?
Get him. Their armor's gone. We're destroyed it.
Shine, get him, Shine.
Can you fight? That.
Get him! Get him!
If I'm gonna die, bro, I might as well die trying, bro.
So we'll start a new quarter. Let me do this. He's.
All right, Mugga.
Ah! No crystals, like you said.
Yes! Let's go, Mugum! We had won. After months of wars, traps, and betrayals, it was finally over. I was about to log off for the final time when I remembered something. Ever since I killed Coprolix, I couldn't shake the growing sense of guilt. He was at his lowest point, betrayed by everyone close to him with virtually nothing to his name. I had created some warped excuse for my actions, but deep down I knew I was wrong. I had to make it up to him somehow before I left, so I called him up one final time to make amends. Coprolix, I brought you here because I wanted to apologize. I thought that killing you would make me feel better about all of the destruction and pain, but you know, now I see that you're not an instigator, I'm not an instigator. This needs to stop. I keep killing you, you keep killing me. It's an infinite cycle, so I want you to ban me. I want you to ban me from the server so this cycle will stop.
Corridor.
Yes.
I'll see you on the other side.
I'll see you, Coprolix. Goodbye.